I'll tell you, we didn't prepare anything. I didn't. I know Joe did. But I'm just, I'm happy to be here. Happy to be upright. And
grab my ass.
So 20 Books to 50K goes on. It lives on. But 20 Books Vegas, it has seen its day. And I've served my time, so to speak. So many people have come up to me this week and told me that this conference has changed their life. And so many others came up and said, 20 Books to 50K, the group has changed your life, the group that Michael Anderle started, and that we've kept going. All these years later, still, while writing, when I first joined it, I had 3 books published. I have 189 now.
Woo!
I use the word book loosely because that might be short stories in an anthology, novellas, novels, box sets. I don't include box sets in that number. It'd be over 200 with box sets. Products, but looking at them as products. I put on my artist hat to write them, and I put on my business hat to sell them. And I'm happy to have them finished because you can't sell what you haven't finished. So there we are. I challenge all of you, have that prioritized list of things to do. A lot of you will have notebooks completely filled with notes. Tear it apart while you're flying back. Find the first thing that you can do, the second thing, third thing, some nice to haves, some have to haves, and do them. If you don't take action, then this was just a nice party. And that's okay too. But if you want to make this a career, you have to do something. Risk nothing, achieve nothing. Determine what you want to do and do it. Your high dollar authors are all going to be taskmasters. They are going to master the process of writing a book and publishing that book. That's what you should all aspire to be, masters of the process. And you don't have to love every element of that process. You just have to do it. And embrace the stuff you do love. For me, I'm not a big fan of marketing or advertising, but I sure love writing the book. And the reason I've written so many books is because there's nothing sells the last book like the next book, and you don't have to do a whole lot of marketing if you're publishing a lot of books. So I've kind of leaned on that, and moving forward, I'm going to market more and write less just because I need to market. I've got so many books, I need to sell them. All right, thank you.
This is it? Yeah.
Oh, okay, here we go.
Just in case nobody knows who you are.
Hello, if you didn't realize, my name is Michael Anderle. Last year, it was interesting. My wife was sitting over here, and what happened at one point was someone leaned over and said, "Who's that guy on stage?" My wife looks over and it's like, "That's Michael Anderle. He started this." And he goes, "What are we doing here?" I'm like, all right, if you're not exactly why you're in this room right here, you probably need to work on it a little bit. We have striven to teach and to share since 2016. It started with 4 of my fans starting a Facebook group, inviting some other fans over when I got pissed off on keyboards, and it has grown substantially. Our encouragement every single time is to move forward, to attain that next thing, doing something that you enjoy doing, which is so rare in our life. It was mentioned up here just a minute ago in the panel, money doesn't solve problems, but it sure can get rid of a few of them. And that's part of the ethos. There was only 2 things: write stories that you want or that others will reread, which is a quality statement, and make money was my ethos. And I wanted to share the success. And from there, it found others who enjoyed sharing. And that wasn't, and still isn't, really understood among a lot of people out there. Why wouldn't we turn this or 20 books into a profit motive? How did we accomplish staying true to what we believed all of these years? And it's because of some great people, both those that might be up here and our spouses that might be out there or at home, allowing us to continue moving and believing in us, and then you believing in yourselves. All of the people who come here who strive to help you as well. And I think that we have the most opportunity coming in the future. So don't be scared. Get a move on. I'm going to see you on 20 Books, the Facebook group, and then we'll see each other, I'm sure, in the future sometime.
We've bent your ear plenty. 20 Books to 50K. 20 Books Vegas 2023 is the wrap. That's the last 20 Books Vegas event. But next year, same time frame, same venue. Next 3 years, it'll be the same venue. And the man running the show will be Joe Solari. And here he is.
They mic'd me. All right. You guys, we got our slides working here. Is this thing going? Oh, yeah. Technology.
We refuse to leave.
Yeah. Come on. You can do it. Give it a second. It says the man behind the curtain.
We refuse to leave.
No, we don't. We really don't. This is a technical
You
problem.
sure?
We do not refuse to leave. There's a guy behind the curtain who said
There is a man behind the curtain, and he was talking to us. Oh, jeez. This is your AV, by the way. Next year. I was so proud to get this. I have never done this on a stage like this, and this is how it goes. I know. This is a great start. Yeah. So here's. I did this last year. I didn't have slides, and I worked my way through it. So here's we'll go. All right. First off, if you guys know me, this town and I have had a sordid past. Okay. I've got a lot of great Las Vegas stories. You may have heard them from me, but I'm going to tell you my best Las Vegas story ever, right now. I got involved with this group. Oh, look at that. This is where the greatest Las Vegas story ever happened. Do you guys remember that? Mystic Falls? Mystic Falls. Okay? I had sworn I was never coming back to this town. I'd been here too many conventions, too often, and Craig had asked me to start helping with this 20 Books group, given some business advice. We kind of would nerd out on cash flow and talk about that, and then 4 of you would watch us and made us really feel good. And I thought, you know what? This guy's talking about this conference. I think I'll go. I'm going to go for a day. I'll fly in, I'll fly out. And you know what happens when it's Craig's conference is you go to look at the schedule, and you're going to speak twice on 2 different days. Right? And you haven't been told. So I decided to go. And then Michael invited me to a dinner the night before. The Delano, right? Right? And I won't quote him, but yeah, it stays in the vault. But he put on an event, him and Judith put on an event that made it absolutely certain about the difference between the naysayers and the winners. I won't quote your words, but you said it in a very succinct way what those people down there could do. If you want to say it, God bless America.
So the Delano and the restaurant is at the top. So just recognize you're way up there, and the view, and Judith got us there. The view is all the way up the strip.
Yeah, whole strip. I'm eating my Wagyu slider while he's doing this.
We have 80 people there, and one of the things that I really wanted to get across to everybody at that thing, I said, I want you to understand, we are indie authors. We are at the top. This is the view we command, not the one they tell everyone else that we do. We're at the top, and I want everyone to embrace that.
And he showed us. He showed us. It was demonstrated. I don't know what that thing cost, but it was a lot of money. Thank you. That's my first thank you. Yeah. So I showed up at this event, and my mind was blown. I'm pretty good at seeing opportunities. And I noticed, looking at what was going on, that I had courtside seats at the golden age of content creation. That people in that room, people in this room, are going to create iconic pop culture that's going to be generation wealth building. Like your grandkids are going to be drug-addled snobs with the money you make for them. Okay?
That really encourages me to stop.
Yeah. But I wanted to make sure that I could be part of it. I didn't know how, but it was one of those moments, the same kind of moments I've been having here, people coming up as, however you want me to. I want to help to see this thing keep going, right? So when the time came that we needed to see this thing keep going, I made sure that I could do what I could do, and that's why I've stepped to do this thing. So what I want to go through, and we'll see if this takes like 25 minutes for this thing to flip around. Sending signal. Yeah?
Yeah, you got 18 minutes.
Okay.
It's right there.
Yeah, well, I'm just waiting for the slide to repaint. Anyhow, let's talk about what's not going to change. Oh, whoa! I'm getting good at this. So you can see the things that aren't going to change. Like all the great stuff that Craig negotiated is in place. That's what we're taking over. So we're going to have that great room rate. We're going to have that great ticket price. We're going to be here at this event, right? All that stuff is in place. And a lot of the people that have made this thing such a big success, and I'd like to take the time right now, not only to thank Craig, but to thank Tammy and Jamie and Jen and all the people that for years have been making this thing amazing, right? And I know I've missed some names, but we know who you are. Now let's talk about what's going to change. So first off, we're going to have a new name. Oh, shit! Well, there you go. Author Nation. It's still your community. It's still your community, and we're going to take this Author Nation and we're going to stick to what these two guys came up with and make sure that we honor the tradition that was created here. You might want to start getting your tissues out. It's going to get weepy. But I really thank you, because here's the thing. There's a lot of people that ask me, like, why are you doing this? Like, why would you take this on? And I said,
Hell, we asked.
right, like every morning, right? But it's an easy answer, because I would say to my clients, well, that's how we met. And the reason you're making the kind of money is because of those co-writers you met there, or that thing you learned. Those are the reasons that I'm continuing to do this, so we can continue that for the next round. Because one thing I know for sure, I can't pick winners and losers, right? There's people, they tell me what they're going to write, and I'm like, okay. And then they make money with it. So I just want to make sure that we can continue to facilitate this for all the people that are here now and those that are coming. And to do that, we've got a team. A lot of them are the same people that we've had. Boy, this thing is slow. Wow. Well, that's, mission statement. Great. Let's talk about the team. Ooh, great start. So I can't do this alone. So there's going to be a bunch of people that are helping me. A lot of these are familiar faces, people that have already been working on this for a long time. We've got Jen, we've got Jamie, Nora Phoenix, who was here on the High Powers panel at the beginning. She's going to be helping with our professional conduct and helping us think about how we can best represent this industry to other people and to ourselves. Bringing in Mandy Stevens, who's going to be really focused on rave. She does Orb down in Orlando, has been running a reader event for quite some time. Shell Honecker, we all know Shell from Indie Author Magazine. She's going to be really helping us plan the programming and doing some amazing stuff there. And we're bringing in Isabella, who's a younger person who's going to be helping us really think through how we can interact with influencers in a social media strategy. So I'm proud to be working with these people and to be able to bring something new in the sense of how we can reinvigorate this for what the industry is going to throw at us. Because one thing's for sure, it's never running out of stuff to throw at us. So if you want to learn more, here's, you can shoot that. And you're going to see it later, so don't yell at me when I change the slide because this is like getting to be almost random now. What's next? Oh, I do have one more thing. For those of you guys that decide to come back here next year, and we're going to probably not need all that time, but that's okay. Come on. Join me for an evening with Kevin Smith. He is going to be here speaking on Thursday night when we close. He'll be talking to us about how he, as an indie, yeah, that's right. No small plans, brother. So you're going to get to hang out with Kevin Smith, somebody that has always been indie and has traversed all different types of media to talk to us over an evening and help us to understand how we can build an amazing career. So I hope I'm living up to your expectations.
Yeah, nicely done. Nicely done, Joe.
Let me get you. That's all I got
When
right now.
You're never going to get me off stage. When Michael started 20 books to 50K, I'll say it was out of spite. Same reason this conference exists was out of spite, because we saw that there was a different way. And he started the group that changed the way people thought. And after 7 years, we have changed the entire industry of publishing. We, all of us together, every one of you who is successful, changes how people who are embraced with traditional publishing view us, authors. I see all of us as authors and publishers. I don't see, the lines have been blurred so much between trad and indie that it no longer matters. And that's the part of the industry that we have changed. We. Make sure you buy Joe a beer, hang out, join us for the science fiction, fantasy, and everybody else cash bars and mixer. That's about all we have. This has been 20 Books Vegas.